Hey guys, it's me, Risa. Welcome to my kitchen. One of my favorite foods since I've been on my journey is quinoa. I really love quinoa because it's so versatile. You can make it so many different ways, and today I'm going to teach you how to make a delicious veggie quinoa burger. How does that sound? The first thing you're going to need to do is take your quinoa, 1 cup's worth, all right? And it ends up making 4 cups of cooked quinoa. On WW, for every half a cup is 2 Smart Points. So it's 16 Smart Points with 4 cups that you end up with. Whatever quinoa that you love. I bought this at Walmart. It's a tri-color, 3-color, but honestly, you can use whatever quinoa that you enjoy, all right? And the thing is that it takes only 15 minutes to cook. So you take 1 cup and then you rinse it off really well with some cold water, add it to a medium pot, add 2 cups of cold water, let it come to a slight boil, add a little bit of salt, and then turn it right down to the lowest temperature. Put your lid on it and just let it cook for 15-17 minutes, okay? Once it's cooked, it fluffs up and let it cool down, all right? So I have this beautiful quinoa and there's 4 cups worth, all right? And I'm gonna add that to my bowl right now. It cooks just like you are making rice, exactly the same way I make my rice. And my tip is, I want to make sure I get all of it. My tip is don't open it up to check it, all right? Just let it cook, keep the lid on for the whole time. Now, the other thing that I did beforehand, because you guys know how to cut up a Vidalia or whatever kind of onion, I added some green onion. I sauteed it with a little bit of olive oil spray. I'm just gonna turn on my oven now. And I had some red peppers, yellow peppers, and whatever peppers you like. You don't like peppers, you want to add broccoli, you want to add a little zucchini. I added a little shredded carrots. And the more you make, the better, because then you have it left over. So I made quite a bit. I still have some left over. And my tip is put it in a sealed baggie, freeze it, and you can have it for your omelets, for your egg muffins, for your frittatas, your quiches, for your stir fries, okay? So really the amount depends on you, how much you want to make. If you want to make a lot, and then you're going to have 1 cup's worth of nice sauteed veggies, all right? Again, any onion, any vegetable that you enjoy. Sometimes I put in some corn. You can put in, again, whatever vegetable that you enjoy. So this is what I have in my fridge, and this is what I do. So I'm just gonna add in 1 cup. Now I have, and it's cooled off, all right? I have 3 extra large or large eggs that I'm just gonna whisk. And I love things that you could just dump into 1 bowl and make. It just is just so easy. And then you're gonna wanna make them over and over, and you're gonna end up with quite a few burgers, all right? And I have my rock skillet. You can see it's here, it's hot, and I love it because it's big, but you can use just a large skillet as well, all right? If you decide to barbecue them, make sure you use a pad, one of those barbecue pads, because it will fall apart. You want them a good thickness as well. Now, of course, what's a burger without seasoning? Not delicious. Okay, so you are gonna need seasoning. So I have here 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, a 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, and then I added this chipotle mango seasoning, okay? And it's by Clubhouse, so whatever delicious seasoning, barbecue seasoning that you have, all-purpose seasoning, a 1/2 teaspoon, and some oregano, a 1/2 teaspoon. And I'm just gonna add that in, okay? Easy peasy. The other thing I love is some Worcester. So I'm adding about a teaspoon of Worcester. I love that name, Worcester sauce. And for some zip, I had some chipotle sauce. And this is President's Choice, but you can get whatever kind you want, or you don't have to add everything I add, all right? It's up to you. So I'm adding about a half a teaspoon. I'm gonna add a little bit more because sometimes when you add it to a bowl, you don't get as much. So I'm gonna add a little bit more because I love the zip of the chipotle. It gives it a really nice flavor. Now I have a tablespoon of the Guy's barbecue sauce. I'm just looking for a smaller spatula. Okay, I'll just use this one. And it has no sugar. It has lots of flavor. So I'm adding a tablespoon, whatever barbecue sauce. This is sugar-free. I really love it. It's the Guy's barbecue sauce, and there's so many different ones out there. Just gonna turn this off again because it's gonna smoke up my kitchen. Then the alarm's gonna go off. And I'm using 4 tablespoons of Parmesan Zerto cheese. I have it here, and you can use whatever brand you like. 4 tablespoons is 2 Smart Points on WW. So, you know, there's so many fat-free cheeses out there that you can enjoy. And a half a cup of seasoned breadcrumbs, okay? And you just dump everything into your bowl and you mix, okay? So that's it. I love things like that you just add, and you're gonna get quite a few burgers. I like to use a cookie cutter so that they're all the same size. Just gonna turn that back on to a and put my fan on because I don't want my smoke alarm to go off, my friends. So you're just gonna mix all of that up. And of course, I almost forgot a little bit of pepper, just a pinch, and some pink Himalayan salt, just to bring out the flavor, okay? And you're just gonna mix that all together. Just make sure you incorporate all your ingredients, okay? So look at how pretty that looks. All right, so make sure you get right from the bottom. Okay? And you're gonna spray your skillet, like I said, put it on a medium heat. You don't want it too hot because you don't want them to burn. You want to cook them slowly. And you can, if you don't have one of these little cookie cutters, you can just form it yourself. But I like to add, I'm gonna just do about a 1/3 cup or so. Yeah, about a 1/3 cup. And then press it down because it makes it a nice thickness as well. So I'm just gonna do a couple for you. And honestly, they're delicious cold, but I like them hot. So when you're reheating it, put it in the oven or your toaster oven for a few minutes because the crispiness on the outside, I gave some to my niece recently and she was eating it from the fridge and I said, no! I said, don't do that. And you can just spray it with a little bit more olive oil, okay? And I said, no, you need to heat them up. Don't eat it like that. She said, but they're so delicious cold. And I have another recipe, a spinach and cheese quinoa burger as well. And because I love quinoa, I'm gonna come up with more burgers. I also have quinoa salads as well. So I like to let this cook. I'm just gonna wipe my hands. Okay, and you're just gonna let it cook. Don't turn them over. Whenever you're making a patty, especially something like this that's lighter, you don't want it to fall apart. So you need to let it cook on a medium heat. I'm just gonna make sure it's on a medium heat, not too high. You want them to cook, all right? And then you'll just take a spatula and you'll just check. Like right now, they're still soft. So I don't want to turn them over yet. And I'm going to keep making them, and you get probably about 12 burgers or so, depending on how big or how small. I'm just going to see. You can also buy like these different burger patty things that you can get in the stores that you can form. And again, I like things all the same size. I'm a little neurotic like that, but you know, you can just, you know, improvise, all right? Find things that will make them the same size. Okay, so we're gonna just let that cook for a little bit, and I just wanna show you, dun da da da, because I have one left over that I just made a few days ago, and my easy mug buns, all right? And this one is a keto one that's made with almond flour. So check out that recipe, but I have other mug buns. So if you don't have a bun, I usually love the Smart Buns, but I haven't been able to get them, just depending on when you're watching this. So you can make your own buns as well, really easy. Make several and have them, all right? And again, whatever topping, so here it is, once you cook it and you flip it over, I'm just gonna check to see if I can flip this one yet. It's still cooking, because again, I like it to cook for a while. So you can add whatever condiment you like. You like mustard, different flavored mustards, different types of barbecue sauce. You can add even a little bit more of the Guy's barbecue sauce or any other barbecue sauce on top. Mustard, relish, whatever kind you want, some tomatoes, lettuce, build it up with lots of other vegetables, and that's it. So again, if you're on WW, depending on how big your burgers are, how many you get, you divide it. And my whole recipe for what I used for the breadcrumbs, for the cheese, and the quinoa come to about 22 Smart Points. If you're on WW blue and purple, but the green, you're counting the eggs as well, okay? And that's 2 Smart Points each, unless you decide to use egg beaters or egg creations, because for a 1/4 cup is 0 Smart Points. So that's another way you can get around this. So I just would like to flip one over for you. There we go. All right. And there. All right, so you can see that I flipped them over. I'm just going to bring it closer for you to see, and just let it cook on that side. And they're super delicious and crispy. I just want to show you that I just made my new Italian creamy salad dressing that I'm going to add to my big, beautiful salad, okay, and have my burger. And also, one of the staples in my house is, because I always have bananas, is banana bread. So check out that recipe. I have so many recipes on my channel. Please share. Tell me what you think. Would you change it up? Would you keep it the same? Would you add different ingredients? Please comment and share with other people, because sharing is caring. Love you guys. Bye for now.